Oh, baby. The Curfew Boys are back. Season 4. So it begins. Full house. All 6 of us. It's been a while since I've seen your ugly mugs, boys.
It's been a while.
But nonetheless, I am very happy to see them. Oh, my God. It's been a minute. It's the end of summer. Fall is here. That means hockey is here. Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, okay.
Sorry,
football.
I know.
Wrong podcast.
Wrong
I had to,
wrong
stupid
I had to
Patriots.
rub. I had to rub it in Joey's face. Yeah, go.
Well, fall is here. That means
something else.
Jesus. All right, we're gonna start off that way, huh? Right, nice and hard. Anyways, yeah, hockey's here. Montreal Canadiens preseason is here. Game 2 tonight, live as we're recording this episode. Full house. Sammy here with Zook, Chris, Adri, Anthony, and Joey. Hey now, boys.
Hello.
Okay. Before we get into anything, any specific discussion, any specific topic, there's something we need to announce. We are making it official.
Drum roll.
My cousin Chris is an official Curfew Boy, member of the podcast. Woo!
Cut. No.
Celebration, fireworks. What?
No,
What's your problem?
Sorry.
Because he
I
wants
have
to
to
be
stop
G.P.
this.
Chris,
I
little
have to stop this.
You can
Hey,
stop
shut
all
up,
you
you
want.
over there, Chris. You're making a decision. Are we now? You're an official member. You need to
What do you want to be
decide.
called?
He does.
Are
No,
you GU Chris or cousin Chris?
That's not how it works.
I vote
don't-
for
I
cousin
don't-
Chris.
I don't decide what you guys call me, Anthony. You don't decide what we call you.
You know, there's a cousin Vinny, there's a cousin this, and now there's a cousin Chris. It's very marketable.
I say take cousin Chris because it's CC, Cole
Exactly.
Caulfield.
Canadians.
Let's have our fans vote.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm still calling him
This
cousin
is
Chris.
getting
I
more
usually-
worried as the show proceeds. Okay.
I really couldn't care what the fans say on this one. I'm still calling you cousin Chris.
You never care anyways,
You
right?
can't, Sam.
That-
If
that's
he's called
very true.
GQ Chris, you can't call him cousin Chris.
Dude,
Not on
Joe,
the show.
Watch me.
You can't
Please,
on the show.
Joey.
Not allowed for 1
Oh my
hour.
God. Watch me.
For 1 hour, you cannot call him cousin Chris.
So, Chris, congratulations. Very happy that
Thank you,
you
Chris.
are
I need your
part of.
opinion. Apart from Anthony, it's been,
Oh my
it's been
God,
dire
Joey.
the last 3 years.
I just want to point something out though, Chris, before you give your little speech. Something that people need to know is that during the interview process, what we did was we asked you for your phone and we looked through your phone. We looked at all the
Ah,
pictures on your phone.
I tried to be
And you know what? Unlike Mike Babcock, it worked for us. Nobody got offended. Nobody got hurt. It's just
free media, baby.
Wow.
no, I'm not kidding. We didn't ask to see his phone. We just took it from him. But
Yeah, he voluntarily showed us.
There you go.
so, Chris, the floor is yours.
Listen, news to me that I had something to prepare for, but just like every other show,
He
just
takes
thanks
out
for
a piece
having
of
me
paper and
on.
He's reading it right now. Yeah, go. Sorry.
Yeah. Let me.
He doesn't
pull
have
out
his
the
phone,
sheet of
huh?
paper. No
That's why-
speech.
It's on
But
paper, not
seriously,
his
guys, it's been I've been in and out from the beginning. I've been able to pitch into shows whenever I can, and just so happy to be, I guess, considered an official member at this point in time. And like I said, I think we got a great year ahead. I think the tides are going to slowly start to turn. So look, as far as doing podcasts go, I'm just happy that we're going to be heading in a really, really, really nice direction, not only between us, but also as far as the hockey gets played. I think they're going to be smiling down. The hockey gods are going to be smiling down on us in the coming years. So let's go get it. Let's keep it going. And again, thank you all so much for the warm welcome.
There you go. Well,
Welcome to the team, brother.
Welcome,
We
Bello
are-
Mio.
we are very happy to have you, and I think we're all looking forward to the season and what kind of content this team will bring us this year compared to last year. So it's always something exciting.
It can
Absolutely.
be worse.
As
last
long
year.
as Gallagher's playing, we have content from Joey.
Right, Joey?
Ah,
Right,
I'm
Joey? You
trying
can't
to
get
refrain
worse.
already- the first episode, I'm trying to refrain from mentioning his name. He was going to get hurt 20 games in. So we have nothing to worry about.
30 goals,
Yeah,
Joe.
whatever, Joey. 30
That
goals.
was last
for
year.
my boy
Sam
Gally.
last year was. I can't wait to see Gallagher. He said he needed that time off.
He looked
went
good
to
in
gym
the
so
in
much.
the first game.
Blah blah blah. Couldn't score. Scored again. A couple goals against shit teams. Got injured, and it was the same story last season.
Yeah.
So
It-
don't
but the
expect
best-
anything more.
The best part was just seeing you get triggered and rattled and like just seeing the smoke like
That's-
out of your ears. That was the best part.
I agree.
But basically, Joel, you
He's
just
a good person. Just I don't know. Just it's enough for his.
Well, yeah,
His hands are wrecked.
If Gallagher is listening to this episode, I mean, yes, Joey is shitting on him, but I want to say thank you because I went to the red versus white, and at the end of the practice, he went around the ice with some t-shirts. I pointed at him, I pointed at my son, and he threw me a t-shirt for my son.
Yeah.
So
Good
We're not
person.
saying he's a bad character, dude. He's a
Yeah,
great
good
character.
person.
That means-
Leader, good.
He's
Whatever.
not for the ice.
His hands are finished.
Yeah, it's just the finished player.
Shea Weber
the country.
smashed his wrist 4 times. Like, of course, you're not going to be able to shoot anymore.
Like that's why he has his fiance now.
she's gorgeous. But
There you go.
boys, before we get into the tonight's topic, somebody turn that shit off. Number one.
That is my phone. I'm sorry.
What is that ringer, dude? Like, what the hell?
It's not. It's a reminder.
Oh,
But I thought I put on
what to be on the
vibration
show.
from me.
Yeah, exactly. Joe, you're
No.
15 minutes early. Wow. Real quick, just a reminder to our listeners, to our viewers, to our followers on Instagram. On October 21st, we are having our first ball hockey tournament. We're collaborating with the Liam Foundation. It's a foundation that we hold close to our hearts. This is for Kevin and his son Liam. Basically, it's a fundraiser. Obviously, we're still out there looking for players, looking for teams that want to participate. You know, there's still an open invitation out to anybody. If you live in the Montreal area or if you live close to the Montreal area, it's being played at Le Rink, which is not too far from the Décarie area. So if this is something that you're interested in, please, send the Curfew Boys a DM. You can reach us via Instagram. That's where we answer the most. If you're watching this on YouTube, you could comment. You can leave your emails in the comments. You can reach out through there as well. It's going to be a fun day. It's going to be a bunch of prizes that won. There's raffle prizes. All proceeds do go to charity. So this is something we are truly looking forward to, and we're hoping to see a bunch of you there. It's going to be a fun day, fun time playing hockey. If you are interested, once again, send us a DM, send us a message. We'll provide you the details, and we really hope to see you guys there.
And you get to meet us also, so that's a bonus to this foundation, this tournament. We play hockey, and you get to meet us in person, and
You get to
we
hit
might have
Joey's
some
screen.
yeah.
We
And
get
you'll
to
have a
enjoy
chance
screen.
to win some goodies.
You could
prizes.
and if you play against us, the Curfew Boys do have a team. If you do play against us, I do give you permission to slash Joey.
Even though he's on the bench.
Even though he's exactly just run up.
Joey's the water boy.
Shoot the
So
ball.
he's gonna be the
I
one.
think-
Sadly, I'm
Shoot the
hurt,
ball
so
towards
I-
the bench.
Joey's the water boy / player / coach. He's basically the coach player from Slapshot.
Sadly, I'm
Basically,
hurt from.
basically he's the
Go ahead.
basically he's the Gallagher of our team.
No, because I'm not playing through injury. He does, so that's the difference.
Oh my god! I thought if Joey was playing, by the sounds of it, with Sammy openly inviting people to slash him, you were going to react like Jeff Petrie after Jake Allen got bowled over last season.
It was Motown Boy.
Or
that
no,
got
the
bowled
season
over.
two.
Yeah,
It was Montembeau. It was 2 seasons ago. My god,
Hey.
time's flying.
I think. Yeah, who did he get bowled over by Zach Cashin? Yeah, I remember. I think it was Cashin.
One more thing before we get this episode started, because Chris, you mentioned something right now about how time flies. Guys, it's our first episode of our 4th season. Guys, 4 years of the Curfew Boys. That's crazy. Like, mind blown. 4 years of this craziness. But
I
yeah,
had long hair. I
And
had
we're
short hair.
And we had beards. We had no beards.
Went through the
And
phase.
and
Face masks.
we still didn't get free tickets from Molson. Anyways,
It's coming, bro.
Okay, it's all goes to the-
Manifest your future.
man.
He's just waiting for the team to get good, Sam.
Because okay. So if you're saying, Joe, that we're worthy of attending the game when they're good, or attending the
Exactly.
games when they're good, okay, Joe. For once, okay, I'll take that from you. Boys, how was your summer? How's the little break you guys had? Is there anything new to announce? Anything going on in your lives? Anybody married? Anybody have new kids? Anybody adopt?
We know someone's moving out.
Oh, someone didn't move out. Someone moved in. Just
Moved
moved
in.
into a brand new place, brand new pad.
Do tell, Sam.
First
tell.
episode in this new place. Congratulations.
Yes, it is.
Congrats, Sam.
It is.
Where are
It
you, in
is.
the kitchen?
Thank you. Well, the kitchen is that way.
Cool.
It's a much more open concept.
Open.
So just not
So
just
you're everywhere all at the same time.
just just this building is reflection on like how you should approach life. How you should
I
think.
agree.
I'm so full of
Focus,
shit.
yeah.
Wow.
Sam, I feel the open concept though is
Philosophical
What is
Sammy.
going on here?
Katrina's idea.
No, it's not Katrina's ideas. It's we walked into this place for the first time. We're like, wow, we actually love it.
Sold.
Okay,
We want it.
Fair
And
enough.
We got it. So
That's when you know you want it, or
Yeah.
it's the right place.
yeah, so that all worked out. And first thing we did was make sure she purchased. She purchased. Make sure make sure the TV was working, and we set up the proper channels. I make sure like I got my sports channels, so she's pretty happy about that. So if she's happy, I'm happy. Vice versa. Life is good.
Hey, Sam, when you started going down the path to the first thing that we did, I thought you were about to say we christened the place, if you know what I mean. And I thought it was going to go from cousin Chris to Uncle Chris pretty quickly.
No, not yet. No.
Not yet.
What is
No, not
going
yet.
on here?
No,
It's the
no.
wrong kind of hockey we're talking about.
I know it's all about shooting and scoring, but you know what I mean. Thank God she's
waiting.
not hearing this.
She will though.
But she's giving me a dirty look right now. But anyways, but that's it. That's the nature of the game. Hockey season, shooting and scoring. Speaking of which, like we said earlier, the Montreal Canadiens are facing the Ottawa Senators. Their second preseason game. Well, let's just get straight to it. It's the start of preseason, boys. 2 games in, they played Monday against the New Jersey Devils. And now tonight they're playing against the Ottawa Senators. The Senators just grabbed the 3-2 lead right now, which is kind of discouraging because
Jake Allen, man. Like
You
no,
know
it's not
what?
even Jake Allen. It's now they
Jaden
switched.
Primo
You
now.
know what
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
changed in our 4
Even
seasons of
better.
Curfew Boys? Caden Primo still can't stop an NHL puck.
It's
That
not
hasn't
lost.
changed.
I've lost total hope on that kid.
I think he's done.
I think
he's done with it.
I think he's finished. He's
Dude,
never
that's
even
the best
showed any
comment you
flashes
made
of
this
brilliance.
season
Anyways,
already.
honestly,
That's the best comment you made.
Who, me?
Huge props. No, Zook. Best comment of season 4 already goes to Zook
what was that?
about Caden Primo.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, but Zook
He
also
doesn't
likes.
have it,
Zook loves Jakub Dobesh, though.
yeah. Listen, he had a solid period and a half.
yeah,
I'm more comfortable with Dobish in Nets than I am with Primo.
You know what?
but you
He
don't
made some
find,
pretty nice saves.
dude. But you don't find he like Ron Hextall's the shit out of like his
My God.
crease area, and
Yeah,
he's just
yeah.
all over the place,
Everywhere. But he's allowed to be that because he's 6'7",
dude. He's massive. He's massive,
and he's quick for a bit for a big body. Eh?
6'5", 6'5".
I think
yeah.
he needs to perfect his like in the net close proximity positioning. That's where I saw him. I was like,
staying
okay, he's guessing about like he's guessing a little more than he should.
Like staying in the crease. You mean?
Right, but like a proper goaltending coach or playing in like the AHL, for example, he's gonna develop. He should develop to like from my humble opinion, a solid second goaltender at the least.
Okay, so do you
In the
think
next
Primo's got to clear waivers?
No, he's done, Primo. He's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna.
Look, they're gonna send him down to the minors for
He's
sure.
finished.
But he's got to clear waivers. Do you think another team picks him up? Do you?
I
Any
think
of you
so,
guys think another
possibly.
team picks him up?
Possibly.
I think so.
could.
I
Yeah.
think so. And
Teams
there's
who are in a crunch. Yeah,
There's a lot
I
of
say
teams that
no.
need a goal.
say no.
I mean, look, he's gonna be.
he needs a
Okay, don't
change of
get me-
scenery, guys.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think Primo is a talented goalie. I think he's just not the right fit for the Montreal Canadiens. Either maybe bad development.
You said it
bad
actually last time,
development.
man. He was in the
Yeah.
shadow of Price.
He was in the shadow
when
of
he-
Price.
and like
He probably
focus
wasn't
was
developed
never on him,
properly.
and that's it.
Not
But
enough
bad
ice
development.
time.
He had a lot of time. He wasn't rushed.
No, dude, I don't think so. He was rushed during the COVID season, dude. He was rushed a lot. Because Price got hurt, Allen got hurt.
Yeah, he played a bit because of emergency. I don't think that hampers a few games.
Of course, I think it did. I just
think Primo in a different scenery, in a different team, will be the goalie we all expected him to be. Not the Carey Price stuff, because we had a long time ago when he first signed with the Montreal Canadiens, we all said he was the next Carey Price. I don't think he's the next Carey Price, but I think he's a good NHL goalie in a different scenery.
He's on the same stratosphere as Carey Price. No, I don't know who said that, but that would be completely wrong to say.
We've had the conversations when it first happened before the podcast, before we started the Curfew Boys.
I think we said he could be a good replacement for Price.
I guess whatever. But
all four of you guys, not Chris at the beginning. All four of you guys said that. Not good with Primo.
Well,
right, but he had just gotten drafted, and like Craig Button and everybody was fucking praising him.
But a 7th round pick, Button was praising him.
Dude, even Don Cherry was like, "What the Habs know how to draft goaltenders," and this guy Primo is a good goalie. Like even he said, "Okay, he's senile at this point," but like
could be.
Like a lot of people were saying good things about Primo.
Well, he won goaltender of the year in his World Junior tournament for the States.
Something that went wrong.
He was great in college hockey too.
But do you see his face, Sammy, when he's like talking? He's like scared of his own shadow or something. It's like, dude, like huge comparison.
I thought you were sick.
Whatever. Huge
you cannot be intimidated. You cannot be scared. If you have to be goalie for Montreal, you cannot.
Fowler. That's the character
like a robot.
But Jacob Fowler is a threat.
Yes.
The Canadians drafting Jacob Fowler just automatic put a huge threat to Primo's gig for the Canadiens.
Sure.
Now there's even Quentin Miller, who's actually been quite impressive. Even though he won the Memorial Cup with the Quebec Ramparts as a backup, but still he's going back. They cut him. He's going back to junior. He might be the starting goalie for the Quebec Ramparts. Just that alone, the Canadians drafting 3 goalies this year, or I don't know who the third goalie is. I completely forgot. But just drafting 3 goalies, just that alone shows.
I think it's a check.
But I feel with them drafting 3, it's like, okay, let's hope one of them sticks. That's what it felt to me. Maybe besides Fowler. It was like, I hope one of these goalies stick.
But what does that tell you, Joe? It tells you they don't believe in the goaltender depth chart that they have.
Yeah. That's true. That's why in 2020, Marc Bergevin should have went for one.
They do have a shitload, Adri, but it's like I don't know. It's like defensemen. You can't have too many, I believe.
Especially goalie, you need quality over quantity. Right now we could have a ton of goalies. They're not great. I mean, I'm not talking about the new ones, but the ones we have. Well, our best one right now is
we have 10.
I have very high hopes with Fowler, man.
11 with Price.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Jacob
Follow
Fowler.
this kid this year, guys.
Oh, Boston College.
Yeah,
you guys see the behind the scenes for the draft?
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I loved it. Fucking scene.
I loved it. I loved it.
They should.
And he's so young.
The one thing that I'm going to say on that subject, they should have not blanked out that name when they were talking about who they were going to take with the 5th overall pick.
I tried to. Okay, so wait.
Be transparent.
I think they were saying Matvey.
I think they were talking about elite talent.
Elite talent.
Oh yeah,
offensive talent.
Yeah.
And when they,
I think he said Matvey, bro. I had the feeling because it sounds and then it cuts off and then it blurs. It's like fuck.
Yeah, that's absolute bullshit. But on that front, the one thing, like going back to the goalie talk, is that in that behind the scenes, the amount of people that are like in the Canadiens organization that have this really, really high belief in Fowler. It's I don't want to say that they took the other guys as backups, but like his numbers said, are really like good. A lot of you are saying.
His numbers are amazing. Look at the scout.
He's won at every level. Yeah,
the scout. And I think Chris, they were the name that they blurred out. I think they were debating between Fowler and Trey Augustine.
Oh,
I get.
So maybe they were saying Trey. Could be.
Yeah, I think they were debating between those two.
Why don't you be fully transparent? I don't get it.
Exactly. There you go.
Well, I don't know.
No,
maybe
but you either
contract
be
things-
transparent or don't.
No, but
be at
maybe
all.
they
It's
can't
you
based
start
on
to
the
say
contracts.
something and then you say I can't say it or I can't finish saying it.
But maybe
I
they
don't-
can't say it legally.
Yeah, I don't think
Then
they're
why
they're
post
allowed.
it?
Well, they
Because
posted
fans
it, but
want
they had to blur
because
it.
Fans like me want the behind the scenes stuff.
Okay, well that's enough of the draft talk. I can't go
stop
back.
complaining.
Okay, okay. You're telling me you don't like the Reinbacker pick, Joey?
No, I not that I don't like it. I don't hate it, but my choice was my choice, and I'll stick with it.
That's
Should
fine,
we
but
go back to the video?
it's not going well for him though in Russia. Eh? So
We'll see. I'm not saying it's the right pick.
Reinbacker
for now.
looks amazing already.
Yes, he does. He looks good. He played well his first game for
It's
sure.
not going well in Russia, and if he doesn't come to the NHL, then again,
It's a
we said
risk.
it.
It's a huge risk that the Habs are not willing to take.
No,
and
but
we
I-
all knew
but I
that.
think-
So
But hold on a second. I just want to say one thing, and this goes to Joey and all the fans that were mad about that and got mad at Hughes. If big if he doesn't come to the NHL and it flops in Russia, then we were all right. Them not choosing him was because they knew more than what we know, and his
absolutely
instinct
they know more
was,
than us already, even off the bat.
Look, it's not even the Mishkov talk. It's not even the Mishkov. I want Montreal to finally. Well, okay, we're getting away from the whole Price being the best player and trying to win off of him. I want Montreal to have that type of player that when you have Austin Matthews or you have McDavid coming up on a Saturday, your opposition on Montreal is a superstar player that can get you 3 to 4
We don't have that, Joey.
points a game. I know someone that can get 80 plus 90,
yeah, but
90
we
points.
can.
Do you think Caulfield could be that person?
I think it's the Caulfield Suzuki show.
Yep.
When it gets there, fine. But
and Joey, I'd rather have a Caulfield than Suzuki versus a Austin Matthews.
Yeah, but
and I think
you can't just say Austin Matthews. You got to say Matthews.
Well, Austin Matthews is
one. You can say if you tell me rather have don't be biased here, but you rather have Caulfield and Suzuki over Matthews and Marner.
100%.
Come on,
yes, yeah.
You know what? Come playoff time, I'm with you. Those guys show. Those guys show up.
Joey, do you want to win a championship or you want to win the fucking
we haven't won.
President's Trophy and not fucking pass the first round?
But we haven't won.
In his
we haven't won. So what's the difference? We're both at the same place.
They went further.
Look,
I honestly think,
and they were younger.
In his rookie season, Game 6 against Vegas, Cole Caulfield with licks the puck over McNabb's stick.
He went deeper than fucking Austin Matthews in his whole career.
Buries it top shelf. Like the poise that this kid has in the playoffs. Whereas, again, Marner and Matthews, they did collect a few points against Tampa Bay, but by the time they got to the second round, just disappearance. And at that price, no way in hell.
But I think we can get our. Sorry, I think we lagged there. Sorry, you can finish, Chris.
No, I was just about to say there are playoff performers. There are guys that just can take their game to another level. I think Austin Matthews is in the regular season is the same Austin Matthews in the postseason. The only difference is everybody else steps up their game, and that's why they get shut down. There's a lot more attention to details, and Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner have nothing else to give. Whereas a guy like Cole, I'm not even going to say Cole Caulfield. Like, let's take an example of Danny Briere. That was just a guy that went playoff mode. He wasn't an elite player, but every single year, just
Michael Camilleri
had another. Exactly. These guys have another gear, and they become point per game players.
You're right. They do have clutch players for sure, and we've been more clutch than Toronto has. I'm just saying a player with that capability. I'm not speaking specifically playoffs. Obviously, I want them to. I want that type of player to come. It doesn't have to be Mitch Kopp, but we want that type of player to be in Montreal eventually.
Who was the last player that we had that was like that, though?
Kovalev?
Carey Price or Kovalev? Yeah, Kovalev.
I'm saying forward-wise, point-wise, it's Kovalev.
I'm saying
forward-wise. The past 80 points in 2007.
Kovalev, yeah.
So,
but I think we can get that elite in Lane Hudson.
You're talking about forwards.
I'm talking about more forwards. Yeah,
he could score a good 20 goals. I see Lane Hudson.
Oh yeah, Hudson's gonna be the guy like we've been wanting since Markov
or PK.
That
I don't know, man.
We have that department. It's just
we're not mentioning Slavkovsky, but I think Slavkovsky could fucking develop.
Who scored a goal tonight? Okay,
the way he's looking lately.
Okay, listen, I'm so happy you mentioned him.
Sheer power of this kid is insane.
I just want to say one thing. I do think Michkov is coming to the NHL no matter what, but I still believe in the Reinbacher pick more than that. Speaking of Slafkovsky, I'm sure you guys all saw that Logan Cooley highlight goal in Australia.
It was nice.
It was a beautiful fucking goal. Did you see after that the fucking Montreal Canadiens trolls? I call them that. Just it's a small percentage. The trolls are the ones that aren't fans, but they think they're the tough guy texters behind the safety of their phones saying the Canadiens should have never picked Slafkovsky. Look what Logan Cooley did. Blah 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 blah. It's like, man, the same people
base it off one play.
Yeah, exactly. It's one play. It's a beautiful fucking play. And I love Logan Cooley. Like, he's such a dynamic player. He's going to be dangerous and amazing for Arizona. But I still believe in the Slafkovsky pick, who scored a goal tonight in the preseason. It's still preseason. But, hey, you know what? This is the same people that would
looking good.
These are the same people that are going to say, oh, it's preseason. The same people would complain, yeah, he's playing against a crappy Ottawa Senators team. Their C team, basically. Yeah. All I'm saying is, can you imagine these people that look at Jack Hughes in New Jersey, how long it took him to finally break out and be the player that he is?
Was it 4 or 5 years?
It took him 4 years. But can you imagine if Jack Hughes was on the Canadiens and it took him 4 years to break out?
People would get annoyed. I think people have been annoyed since
they'd have a brain aneurysm, Joey.
But I think people are reminiscing. I know, but I think people are reminiscing about what happened with Kotkaniemi. So it's kind of hard.
Kotkaniemi was never projected to go third anyways. We all know that.
He was projected top 5. Okay, he was projected top 5 at the end. He was. Anyways, and he was picked, maybe he was picked 2 spots higher. I get it. But people are like, okay, we finally have the center, and it never turned out the way Montreal wants. And they've had that bad luck since picking basically top 5 since what? Carey Price?
Yeah.
I mean, is there anybody else they picked in the top 5 that has been, am I missing somebody that has been like
Galchenyuk?
I'm saying that has turned out to be a good player and that played for us
no. That's
it.
No, well, Galchenyuk had 2 great seasons at 30 goals, but
I was thinking of doing well and one season of 30. I think it was 1.
I'll double check. Somebody double check, but I'm pretty sure I know there was definitely one.
He had the offensive talent, Galchenyuk, and sorry to kind of rant off, kind of going a bit sideways, but he could not play center and he could not do the position well, so it kind of annoyed Montreal whether he had 30 goals or not. I'm just saying since Price, Montreal's like top 5 picks haven't been very successful.
No, not at all. No.
A lot of people are very reserved about it.
Joe, you're right. One season of 30.
Yeah, well, Montreal.
So, and then 1 with 20. So he was close.
Okay, so anyways. So
it's just to say that, I'm very reserved. When Montreal picked top 5, especially, very reserved because it just has not worked out anytime we picked there. And we picked there, enough since Price to warrant
Trevor Timmins is no longer there, Joey.
Yeah, I don't think it's just on Timmins, right? Even these picks, I think Bergevin was part of it. I know it's a new management, but they're still reserved. Some people will fully believe it. Some people will be. I'm a wait and see person. Like the whole, somebody getting 80 points, 90 points for Montreal. I'm a wait and see person. It frustrates me all the time that even teams like Florida are able to trade for 100-point players, and it just never comes here, and they go to a Stanley Cup final.
Well,
same with Jack Eichel.
Dude, they traded a 100-point player for a 100-point player. Florida.
He didn't become a 100-point player in Calgary.
Whose fault is that?
He was never 100. I don't think he passed 100. But yeah, Huberdeau. I think he ended with 90 something.
No, he had 115 the season before. He went from 115 to 55.
Yeah,
that's
honestly when the trade went through, I truly thought that Florida got robbed. I genuinely thought that Florida got robbed, and I was just like, oh my God, like how the hell did they accept Matthew Tkachuk? And then okay, the tables have turned. But on that front, Joey, I want to go back on one of those points. I want to go back to more Montreal Canadiens media and shows that they had the 24CH and everything.
Oh my God.
The one thing that
I revisited. I was watching season 5 when the Radulov season, and the last episode I saw was when Teddy got fired. Okay, go ahead. Radulov. I can't believe you mentioned that.
The one thing that I guess reassures me more than anything is if you look. I mean, you think about Galchenyuk. You talk. Let's stick on that era. Galchenyuk coming under Michel Therrien. Michel Therrien couldn't communicate for shit. He couldn't coach. The guy was a chain smoker. Like there were so many things that were wrong. Like I have so much more confidence in this staff. Even if you take a guy like Alex Newhook, I think you look at Kirby Dach, you look at guys like Alex Newhook. That's one, and then just to wrap it up and shift it over to somebody else to make a point on the matter. I think that trade could come in the near future because we just have too much of a rich bank of really talented defensemen, and we're gonna have to trade. We're gonna have to trade them.
Absolutely.
I just want to say one thing. Like obviously now, you look at the way Michel Therrien coached. Probably not our preferred method.
Our cup of tea.
But Carey Price won the Vezina when Therrien was coach. PK won the Norris when Therrien was coach. Galchenyuk scored 30 goals when Therrien was coach. I think I don't know if Gallagher scored 30 when Therrien was coach, but you know what I mean. Like Pacioretty scored 39 when Therrien was coach.
It suited the team at the time.
I think it's a dead system now at this point. And Marty is an adaptable new era style of coaching. But you know what I mean? Like the players we had that had success, they did have success under Therrien. So I don't think it should go unnoticed to a certain degree. I'm not saying he was the best coach the Canadiens had in a while, but he brought them to the playoffs a few more times than they didn't.
Right.
I genuinely think that guy would make his speech in the locker room. He'd leave. The guys would turn and be like, "The fuck did he just say? Okay, let's play this way, guys. Like, let's do this." And then that's how all the success. I genuinely would bet on that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Chris, Sam, I'm glad you guys brought up Therrien, and Chris, you brought up Newhook. Sorry, this is going to segue to what I wanted to ask. I think it's the right time. Now, we traded for Newhook. We know what Hugh says about Montreal being a surprise. What do you expect out of Montreal, and what do you think will happen in this season coming? What's your expectation, and what do you think will happen?
For Newhook or everybody?
The team. He's given the direction he went with by getting Newhook, because he's going this way. He's getting players that have played a few years, that are established, are ready to come on the roster now.
And I've been saying that.
Yeah, but he's still young. Newhook,
still young.
It's only his third.
Yes, but it's a little bit of an accelerated rebuild. We want to look at it's a little bit accelerated.
I say bottom 10. They won't be bottom 5, but they could finish bottom 10.
I say, and I think I'm going too far with this, but I'm being realistic. A healthy Habs team. Okay? We make playoffs or push for playoffs. We stay healthy all season. A healthy Habs team either makes the playoffs or doesn't make. We finish like 9th, 10th.
Is that your expectation, or is that what you want to see?
A healthy Habs team, that's my expectation. The moment we start seeing injuries, bottom 10.
Okay. I'm with Anthony. I want Hughes to show.
Say that again.
Yeah, I know. It's not many times it happens, but it happens. I want Hughes to be right on what he says. I don't want him to say, we're going to be a team that's going to surprise and push for playoffs, and then we don't. But I want to see. I think we're at the point where we need to see progression in terms of being better as a team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, heading towards maybe not the last spot of playoffs, but maybe be eliminated, I don't know, a few weeks out rather than a few months out. That is what I want to see, because especially what Hughes says, I'm basically saying to Hughes, okay, show me what you got. This is what you want to say. We'll back it up. Let's see if your team can do it. What I do expect, I think their expectation-wise, I think they'll finish below of what Hughes is saying. I think they'll finish around right where Sammy's saying about bottom 10. But
Hughes,
to me, I don't know if it's going to be showing progression or not, because we should be seeing it.
We have to.
If we finish bottom 10, there's two ways you can see it. You can see it as, okay, they're not really improving as a team. I don't know. I don't look at it as, you finishing 10th last. If you actually watch the games, you can see, are they improving as a team or not?
Look at the second half of last year when they started getting healthier. You were the one getting mad that we were winning every single game. Why? Because the team started getting healthy. Look, just this is why my expectation is fight for playoffs or push or finish by 9-10th. We started very well last year with a healthy team. We were going the right direction. The injuries destroyed our team, which made Joey very happy, right? Because we wanted to be the bottom 5. I'm not even saying that in a bad.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to say, so we were like this healthy. Injuries brought us really, really down. The moment we started getting healthier again, and St. Louis started pushing the team with a different mindset, we started winning again. And then it was too late to catch up for playoffs. So I believe that this year, like you said, Joey, and this is what I said since the Kirby Doc trade when we got Doc, we're an accelerated rebuild, but the right way, not filling the potholes like Bergevin did. He's doing it a smart way, getting established NHL-ready players instead of projected rookies.
You know who it's gonna come down to? The play of Montembeault, exactly.
Yeah, probably.
Because
I would say defensemen too, of how they progress.
Here's my take on this: is I truly believe, I really pray to God we get to see Caulfield score 40 plus. I pray to God we get to see Suzuki get 80 points plus. If Caulfield is healthy, I think he will, because I'm pretty sure
30 last year he almost did it.
Because 30 out of the if Caulfield scores 40, for sure 35 of those 40 goals are going to be assisted by Suzuki. And if Suzuki scores over 25, that's 60. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I expect those two. But amongst the rookies that played last year, like the Caden Goolies, I expect him to really push Mike Matheson and being. I think Mike Matheson is our number one, but I really want to see Caden Gooley show and challenge that. Hey, like once your time here is up, it's my turn. I want to see a bit of that. I definitely want to see. We all want to see the improvement of Juraj Slafkovsky. But with Juraj Slafkovsky, I think with him, it doesn't have to come down to necessarily the goals and the points. It's just doing majority of games where he's doing the right things almost every shift. It's being at the right place at the right time, being able to read the play when it's happening, being at
the puck.
Listen to his mother, shoot more. He's got to be able to do that at the NHL speed
and use his body because he has it.
He has the size. If he gets stronger, like he's only 19. Like, can you imagine what his strength will be like when he's matured at the age of like 22, 23? This is why there's still so much time for this kid. But I really think I think half our listeners, viewers might disagree. That's okay. A lot of people believe he should start in Laval. Part of me wants to say yes, but I don't think he will either. Marty said he'd be very surprised, to the point of even being shocked if he did start the season in Laval. But I think he's well surrounded with the Canadiens, and I don't think it'll help his confidence if he's sent to Laval. I'm sure he's going to have the right attitude, though. You know, Kent Hughes is a master at reading character in these kids. But I don't think it'll do him good. That's just my personal opinion. So
I agree with that.
So there's the Ghoulies. There's Juraj Slafkovsky. You know, even Arbor Xhekaj. You want to see him just be a solid two-way defense, a little bit more of a shutdown. But hey, like he's able to risk the puck on net like almost all the time. Like, so continue doing that. See what Jordan Harris is at. Justin Barron, like him too. A player like a prospect like Logan Mailloux threatens the job of Justin Barron, because they're very, very similar style defensemen, except Mailloux is bigger, probably stronger, and could be like a little tougher, dirtier.
He's more talented though, offensively.
Yeah.
But I thought Justin Barrett in the first preseason was not so bad. Very implicated in the play and the offensive rush against New Jersey. But a guy like Justin Barrett, he's got to show management, the coach, say, hey, look, man, like I want to stay amongst the and then again amongst the forwards. You just want to see Kirby Dach continue. Kirby Dach said like he hasn't reached his potential yet, but he's starting to scratch the surface. And you want to see Alex Newhook too. Like what whole other dynamic does he bring with his speed and puck carrying skills? So those are the guys that I'm hoping to see that will help bring this team to that sort of next level, maybe not contending level or playoff level, but through their progression, bring this team to a little bit more of a competitive level than they were last year.
I'm thinking that Montreal Canadiens are going to finish. They're either going to get in that last playoff spot, like the 7th, 8th spot, but realistically speaking, I'm thinking that we're looking at 9th to 11th place. The only thing that I'm going to say is, even mathematically speaking, the odds of having as many injuries as we've had over the last few years, I think, is minimal. Like, just again, it's going to be really like mathematically screwed up if we have the number of injuries. I think, like, if you want to do some rapid fire predictions, I think this is the year that Nick Suzuki is going to be just about a point per game player. I think he's going to get 80. I think we're going to see our first 40 goal scorer in Caulfield. I think he's also going to be healthier and a little bit more mindful. I think you're going to have an offensive production of anywhere between 15 to 20 goals for Kirby Dach, for Alex Newhook, for Josh Anderson, and for Slavkovsky. That's an additional 4 guys that could be at least like floating around the 20 goal mark. Okay. And the biggest thing that I'm going to say is that
we're going to be top 5 in scoring. It seems.
Pardon me?
We're going to be top 5 in scoring.
The problem is that we don't have many 30 goal scorers. Like this year, I'm not going to make the mistake of predicting 3 30 goal scorers. I'm going to say we might have one guy that breaks into 40, but everybody else is probably going to be 25 and under. Maybe Nick Suzuki is going to go a little bit beyond that, but I don't expect more than that. And then I think the biggest influence, you said Sam Montembeault. I think it's not Sam Montembeault just because he took his game to the next level. I think it's going to be the lack of Caden Primo in nets, and Jake Allen, I think, is going to be your backup. The games last year that we had to rely on Primo were practically automatic losses. That's the difference. When you're going to have Jake Allen going in nets, you're going to have a healthy Jake Allen who's not going to be overworked, who's not going to be injury prone, and you're going to have 2 good goalies, or decent goalies at the very least, going in the net pretty much for 82 games. So that being said, barring an injury to the goaltenders or barring injury to our star players, which again, mathematically speaking, is improbable, I very well see them making playoffs. I seriously do.
Okay. So one issue I see with Allen is he wants to play more.
Yes.
So that might cause a problem. Whether he plays more or not, I don't know. I know.
But we all know what happens when he plays more games than he should. No,
but he said he wants to play more than last year. He said it direct quote. It's I want to play more, not more by being overworked, more than what he played last year because of Montembeault. So this is right now. It's Montembeault's to lose. I can't believe I've said that, but it's Montembeault's to lose. And if Allen wants to play more, that can cause a little bit of issues. So
trade out
and I heard
Zegras.
Yeah, but if you trade Allen for who?
Zegras.
Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. Okay.
Oh no.
I'm not sure why you said that.
I would never trade Caden Gooley for Zegras. No fucking way. If that's what you're gonna ask me. It's all over on 690. It's all over the internet. Yeah,
it was a question on
I would
690.
Hell no.
Gooley for Zegras.
I would.
Sorry. Gooley in a package for Zegras, not just 1-for-1. It was Gooley
package.
There's your star player.
Yeah,
on a Saturday night.
No, I love Caden Gooley. You talk about playoff performances. Caden Gooley is going to be
okay. But wait, Sammy.
If we all remember, hold on. If you all remember Shea Weber's performance in the playoffs for this team, what do you think Caden Gooley is going to do?
We don't know. We haven't seen it.
But don't tell me that we don't have
better.
Any young prospects who are coming up that could fill that void.
Which void?
If we were to trade Caden Gooley.
That's our deepest pool.
That's what I'm saying.
Not as good quality, but we can fill.
Not as good quality, but we have a lot of people coming up.
I love, dude. I'm gonna say this. I love.
You're gonna have a lot of Zeruses coming up.
I love Lane Hudson, and I love the potential of this kid on this team.
Yeah, but he's small.
You need it. That's my point. You need a Caden Gooley. He's not. He cannot fill the void of a Caden Gooley.
Okay. Another reason why I'm pro that trade is because I don't like fucking Ziegler. I don't like. I love Gooley, but I think he's injury prone. And if you trade him now, you're avoiding that risk.
He is injury prone, but no. Okay, trade. Oh my God! Lane Hudson for Zegras? Oh my God! Wow.
Zook,
no, I would never. No.
He gets too attached.
Jesus,
he gets way too attached.
Okay, before we get back to these,
why not?
Who? I want to go back to Sam Montembeault because I think we lost track of that conversation. I just want to finish a point about that. I think this is the year, the make or break it for Sam Montembeault, because we saw his consistency going up. And at first we said, okay, it's a fluke. Then he continued showing that progression with the Olympics. I think this is the year where he can actually secure the number 1 spot if he plays well this year.
He's trending in that direction.
Yeah. He's trending that, but this is the year where you cannot say anymore, it's just luck. Now, if he progresses this year and gets even better than the last 2 years, then there's no more, it's just luck. It's he's good and he's your number 1.
He's playing for a contract too, huh?
And he's playing for a contract too.
Or he makes himself good enough that he gets traded.
That too?
I wouldn't want to do that.
Depends what the assets.
You can't trade him. You can't trade him.
I think he only gets better depending the defense around.
We have no goalie. You're gonna trade. We're trying to progress and try to make playoffs and contend. You're gonna get rid of your top goalie. We don't have a good backup unless they really want to keep Allen. I would never take
Allen. Adrian has the Joey tactic. He wants us to lose games, so he wants to trade Primo away. He wants the number 1 overall. We all know. No, but honestly, with Montembeault, I think he can only get better with the defense he has around him. He had no help. Like with so many injuries last season, he had no help. Towards the end, it was pretty bad.
But you know what else?
He was doing well. Imagine with help.
Yeah, exactly.
Who got him in the trade?
Okay, that's what you said. Yeah, sorry.
Who was the GM?
That
got him. Montembeault. Was that Bergevin?
It was Bergevin. Yeah,
it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You know what else?
That was a good move.
You know what else this team has to rely on in order for them to contend for a playoff spot or fight for a playoff spot is their power play.
That's okay. So that's what I was going to say.
I still saw the drop pass. I wanted to turn off my TV. I can't believe they still use this. How?
So to go back to real quick, Zook, and then I'll let you. I give you permission to speak. To go back to what Chris saying, like he has like 3-4 guys that he's projecting to get 15-20 goals. So it's like a lot of that's gonna have to come from the power play.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah. That's what I wanted to add. So
it won't improve.
What I expect for them that's the thing, right? We're gonna see now if the players have a certain chemistry and which ones do. But I really expect to see their special teams to be an improvement from last year. If not, I'm telling you, by Christmas time, we're going to see a change within the coach who's involved with the power play, which is fucking Burrows, who I think is useless. Okay,
Zook,
I don't even know why.
Back, I'm taking my TV. I'm throwing it out the window.
If we don't see them with a fucking, they have to be top 10 in special teams, right?
But it's going to come down to having a power play quarterback, honestly.
But I don't understand how a team that has players like Caulfield and Suzuki with that amount of chemistry.
Yeah, but you need the director to set it up. They're the actors, Zook. They're brilliant actors, but you need the director to set it up. That's what they've been lacking.
I really liked Monahan before he got injured. His role within the power play.
His role was
a pivotal person.
Yeah, that very impact. But again,
and once he got injured, it's like.
Who was quarterbacking the power play? That's where we struggled. And Matheson wasn't good at it. He wasn't good at it.
But he's getting better.
He was adapting to that role.
Sure. But we saw last year, like, okay, he has good wheels, good puck skills. You think he'd be good at it. He wasn't.
You know who I think is going to be a future quarterback for power play? Ryan Backer.
Okay.
Did you see him in the red against White, dude? He was fucking or not the red and whites. The intra teams scrimmages.
Yeah.
He has a lot of like his feet move quickly at the blue line, which could be really good in the power play. So
I think the one guy that we missed for a significant portion of the season was Kirby Dach on that power play. And another guy, like strangely, not like Kirby Dach
he's a big body.
You want Suzuki floating in that spot to either make the pass to Caulfield or to take that short, not the short side or the close side shot. Why the hell am I forgetting my hockey terminology over here? But Suzuki's got a spot. Caulfield has a spot. I think Kirby Dach is that guy who's circling and making things happen. And I don't know why I'm shooting out this name. I'm gonna say for his speed, Alex Newhook, I think is gonna be a big factor on this power play. They fucking stand. That's the thing about on the fucking Habs power play. Pardon my French, but they don't move. They truly do not move enough.
I agree.
Yes. And a guy like Newhook could really, really get people out of position very easily with quick speed, quick agility, and he could be an X factor. I know he's not the most dominant player. He's not going to be putting up all sorts of goals. I'm just saying he's going to move people out of position to open up that shot for Suzuki, to open up that shot even more so for Caulfield. And Kirby Dach did that, and we missed him for half a season. So I think, again, barring injuries, I don't think this team is going to resemble. I think we're going to shock the hockey world, not win the cup, but I think we're going to shock the hockey world and make the playoffs.
The Maris over here. Anthony, question for you. Who impressed you the most at the red versus white scrimmage game?
So remember a couple of years back. So who? Monahan scored.
Yeah, 3-3.
Thanks, Joey. I'm only a delay by a few seconds.
Before Anthony goes out, stat of the night, will we finally win our first playoff game, preseason game, in 3 years? We haven't won a preseason game in three seasons.
11 straight games.
I know,
it's fucking preseason. Okay.
New Jersey Devils won 2 yesterday by splitting up their squad. They have more wins than us in one night than we did in 3 seasons.
New Jersey. They're good, New Jersey.
So to answer your question, Sam, the two there was 2 this year, okay? And one you had brought it up in our group is Davidson. So Davidson is the guy who same feeling I had with
Jared Davidson.
The same feeling I had with Waugh years back, and that's exact same feeling I had with Davidson this year. He caught I was a bit late. I was 3 minutes late. So I was going down the stairs and Davidson was in a breakaway. And that's when he scored that goal. And that's the first thing that caught my attention. And I just eyed him all scrimmage.
He moves.
And I really liked he moves. He's fast. He's big. He's great.
Yeah.
The second guy, surprisingly, Pearson. I love Pearson.
Tanner Pearson.
He played very well with Suzuki and Caulfield.
I forgot that we traded for him.
I know. I don't even.
He was playing very well in the first
and he's injured.
Well, yeah, he's at 80%.
But it's
80%.
I get they did that trade because of draft capital, but it's just we have so many people battling for spots to bring Pearson in. It was kind of like a little bit of a head scratcher, but in the end, obviously the deal was great.
So this leads to the question, like, what's the projected lineup you guys see at the start of the season?
Well, that's it. Who
makes it? Okay, do you think any of these young prospects that are going their first year pro are going to make it? Like, I love Jared Davidson. I've been watching him all season last year in junior for Seattle Thunderbirds. Memorial Cup finalist, kid's awesome, but he doesn't have an NHL contract. He has a minor league contract, so he's going to Laval, and I can't wait to see him there. Do you really think Logan Mailloux is going to make the team?
No,
I don't think any of them do.
No,
so I don't think Mailloux makes a team. I don't think Owen Beck makes a team, but you could see that this kid is knocking on the door. He's on the exactly.
But can all these guys go to Laval? Or
not Owen Beck. Not Owen Beck. Owen Beck, he still has to go one more year junior because of his age, I believe. He's still 19 years old, and being Canadian, the stupid rules and all that shit. So, but does Joshua Roy make the team?
I see him. I see him making the
I
team.
hope he does. I hope he does.
Off
so.
the bat, like off of training camp. Training camp's over. Hey, listen, he scored the goal against New Jersey. He used his position perfectly. Great shot. He
do you
did the
hear
right things.
what the coach, how the coach speaks of him? It's like
They praise him. He's
like it's as if he's already in the team. It's like
I think it's
trust him, his vision, his talent.
It's 3 seasons now, and I think it's time.
Oh, dude.
Has he had a full season in the AHL?
No, it's going to be his first year playing pro.
I think it's AHL. I don't think he's going to go directly.
Anthony, let me ask you this: would you rather see him play third or fourth line minutes in Montreal, or play top line in
No, hold on, wait. I didn't know that he didn't play full year of Laval Rockets last year.
No, he at the end of his junior season, him and Riley Kidney were invited to Laval.
Okay, so then I would give him 1 full year in Rockets. I thought he'd been playing with Laval.
No. He played maybe a game or two, but he wasn't a regular. I think he played
playoffs. He played a bit in playoffs.
So then I see. To answer your question, I think one season with the Rockets, and he plays next year starting right away off camp, or he comes mid-season because of an injury, and then he just proves himself and he continues.
I'll give you this. I think
Pinard
amongst the forwards, I think he could be the first call up.
There you go. Okay, Zook, you said the magic name. Harvey Pinard, you have to think of it like this. This guy has already played NHL games. He started scoring a whole bunch at the end of last season. And that guy is still going to be fighting for a spot in the opening night roster. I hate to say this, but like,
yes, I agree.
I have difficulty seeing Gallagher playing anywhere other than on the fourth line. Think about it. Like, Brendan Gallagher is going to be somebody that you have to fit in.
I think Harvey Pinard and Gallagher play on the third line together. The only question is, I have no idea who their centerman is going to be.
Monahan, I would.
I'm thinking Monahan. Okay, I don't need
on the fourth line.
The third line.
Third. I think Newhook starts off as the center
with
them two
on the third line.
Yeah, with Doc and Monahan playing with Doc or Monahan playing the second line. I don't see why Newhook would outbeat either one of them to begin the year.
Because Newhook and Anderson have been showing very good chemistry lately.
Yeah, or maybe it won't be them three. Maybe Anderson will play with Newhook and Gallagher, and maybe Pinard will play on another line. But I think Newhook will be on the third line.
Okay,
I'm just looking at it. You're not beating Suzuki. You're not beating Suzuki, and there's no reason you should be beating out Monahan. You should have beat your first training camp. You're beating out Monahan or Doc.
Why not?
There's 3 people ahead of you. Well, they've shown good things as Newhook. Newhook hasn't blown anybody away compared to the other 3.
Doc, are they actually putting him center?
If they don't, it's Monahan. It's
tonight they are. AJ. He's second line center. Monahan's playing top line
because I think they bring back the line.
Okay, if they do, then Monahan goes second line, and I think Monahan will play there, or probably someone like Slavkovsky.
Okay, I see what you mean, Joey. But here's the thing: if they're putting Doc on the first line with Cole and Nick, but if Newhook and Anderson and even Slavkovsky show that they got chemistry together,
I think line.
I think they'll split up Gallagher and Pinard at that point. One will play with Newhook Anderson. One will play with Monahan Slavkovsky.
And this is pending Dvorak coming back from injury in November.
Oh my God,
that's right.
I trade him.
You know what I mean? So it's bringing in Pearson does add that. Yes, you bring in a veteran. Yes, you bring in depth players, but here's the question: Do you keep Jesse Ylonen over Harvey Pinard because Pinard doesn't need to clear waivers, or do you send Ylonen down and you hope he doesn't get picked?
Well, who's our backups? You do need one or two forwards that are still on the team that are not down in the minors. It's a 23-man roster, right?
Well, that's exactly that. You're gonna have to. I think it could come down to once again between Pizzetta, Ylonen, and I mean I like Harvey Pinard, but he's waiver exempt. He doesn't have to clear waivers.
You need 2.
What about Evans?
No, Evans
No,
is there.
Evans is playing the fourth line center role. You know he is.
It's a 23-man roster, Sam. To me, the 20 is already set, and I'm including Pinard. Then you have probably 2 forwards as a backup and 1 defenseman. And I thought the 2 forwards would be Alonen and Pezzetta. That's why I thought the 2 forwards are. Is there anybody else?
Did you include Pearson in that roster?
Yes.
Did you include Armia? Is Armia in that roster?
Armia and Evans is the fourth. Let's say is the fourth line. Let's just.
See, I usually like Armia.
Okay, or Armia is the backup, whatever. And it's Pezzetta.
I didn't like Armia, the red and white. That guy, he really bothered me.
Yeah, he's done. He signed his contract.
And,
it's over.
And just randomly, I know this guy's not gonna make it, but I would want to see at least one NHL game for John Parker Jones. That guy is bigger than fucking Chara.
Oh God, dude, no way.
but imagine smashing people.
Go see him in Laval for cheaper. You'll probably enjoy it.
Anything of the kid they got from New York?
I just want to see him play the NHL for one game just to see how smashing fucking bodies. But
preseason, you could see him.
Lias Anderson.
I don't think he's gonna make the team.
I know he was picked first round, so everyone.
Yeah, for New York, but
I don't see it either. But
him too. I think he has to clear waivers.
I don't think they'll take.
And same thing with the defenseman from Detroit, Gustav Lindstrom. They like. I think he goes down. Chris Weidman's going to go on the IR. So,
who would Montreal's backup defenseman be? There's always a 7th.
I think Kovacevic might be that.
No,
really? Who plays in front of him?
They're talking about
if he doesn't start, I'll question Marty St. Louis' decisions.
Well, I the 7th. I mean,
they're talking about the
Aaron
Arbor being the 7.
No.
Yeah,
that's tough because who do you have? You have Mike Matheson, you have David Savard, Caden Gooley, Justin Barron, Jordan Harris, Arbor Jacki, Jonathan Kovacevic. 6, 7, and then Weidman is injured. So
it has to be Barron. It has to be Barron.
So there you go. I mentioned Justin Barron. So Justin Barron within the 7th.
But who would be the 7th is what I'm saying.
What about Lord Norlinder?
He's having a better camp, but no.
He's having a better camp, but no. Him too. He hasn't had a full season in Laval without getting injured. I just don't see Norlinder playing top minutes against top guys in the division. You can't see him go up against the Matthews and the Kachucks and the Stamkos.
Who else?
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, sure. But who else? Not impressed me, but he caught my attention a couple of times, maybe because of his last name. But
1,000%, dude, he's amazing. I love
William Trudeau has been nice.
I think he could be the first call up amongst defensemen.
He does a couple of things that caught my attention.
He's very good numbers in Laval, by the way.
Yeah. The reason why I didn't say it earlier before when you asked me, Sam, who caught your attention, because I'm still uncertain if I liked how he played or if his name just popped up because of Trudeau. I was just like, but all jokes aside, he was.
Many people were raving about his performance.
Yeah.
Many people.
He's very good. I really like. He's skating well tonight against the Senators, but I predict he's going to be the first call up amongst the defensemen. If there's another injury, I think he will.
And I think the 7 are set. I don't think there's any.
Yeah, with Chris. Personally, before Chris Weidman got injured and was out indefinitely, I thought he was going to get set down. He's on his last year. You know what?
But he's gotten beat. I think it's over.
But he could be a bit of a mentor to the kids in the minors. I thought he would have that role, but he's out indefinitely. So your 7 is kind of set already.
And Savard has 2 years left on his contract.
According to,
I think it's 2, right?
According to Cap Friendly,
too many.
Yeah,
too many. That's the number, Joe.
Yeah, he's got this year and then next year. And
I say he scores 10 goals.
I don't care how many he scores.
With that Savardian deke that he does going on his backhand.
When he scored that when the game one time, I lost.
He's putting 10 in just to piss off Joey.
But he's still his actual job. He doesn't. He does it all right, but I don't know. It's just nothing I want to see anymore. Anyways, it's 2 years.
You know what it is, Joe? The way I see it, it's you have these guys for a little bit more that are there to teach.
Yeah, I know.
Future. like that. Once they are done, it's the younger ones that are able to take over, take what they learned from him and whoever else, whatever other veteran, and there you go. Like that's how it is. Like
I know I'll suffer for 2 years, but I'm gonna bitch about it. So when he fucks up, you're gonna hear it.
What are they gonna learn from Gallagher?
The how to be the hardest.
Don't ever let Marc Bergevin negotiate a contract. That's the learning lesson out of that.
And no, heart and intensity too. Just kids that don't have as much talent, they need more heart and intensity to play in the league. That's where Gallagher would be good to mentor. He'd actually be a good mentor for Harvey Pinard. Similar style, right?
Well, Marty loves those two playing together, so that's why I think they will be the third line combo.
But it's for them together. I don't know. It's the same play style.
Which as a checking line, I think you cause trouble for the opposing teams.
Okay, I don't know if you like one of them to cause trouble, be in front of net, be that garbage type player to always get those those crease goals, and I just think you should separate them with two better players.
Sorry, Joey. Cole Caulfield, power play goal. There we go.
Will we win our first preseason
game? The kid is back. The kid is back.
Will we win our first preseason game in Curfew Boys history?
It's fucking preseason. Shut up.
But we should see one during Curfew Boys history. We haven't had one. 3 seasons.
Who cares?
I don't think so either.
Preseason.
Cousin Chris.
There you
go. It's a sign for you, Chris. There you go. Wow, look at that cut through the ice. Just snap. Guys, 40 goals. We have to have a 40-goal season from him.
I think it's coming. I think you're going to see Nick Suzuki 24, 26 goals.
Max Pacioretty was the last one to almost get it at 39.
Not a 40-goal scorer.
Not a 40-goal scorer. No, he's not.
I'm telling you, I just have this feeling that Hughes is going to start moving. Like he is going to get rid of players. I genuinely feel it coming. I'm hoping that there are a lot of injuries on a lot of other teams that force them to make trades. I don't we're having this conversation. I don't see how the hell Dvorak is ever going to be in this lineup. Ever.
No, he might take Armia's spot because Armia is nothing.
Dvorak, I keep forgetting about that guy.
Right wing versus center, like centerman.
Yeah, but Jake Evans has played wing before.
Gone.
Jake Evans has played wing. He might push him back out, especially for like a fourth line role. But Dvorak, what do? You're going to sit $4.5 million on the bench? No one wants to trade for him now. He has no value. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard decision to make. He has no value. And to be honest, him and Armia to me are in the same boat. They're highly paid and they just don't work for the team anymore.
Yeah, they're not part of the future plans, and you could clearly see that, and it's okay. Like it's time.
Yeah, they're the next two out, in my opinion.
They are the next two out. Yeah, absolutely, and Savard too.
What are they? They're on their last years.
They have 2 years left.
They both have 2. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Hold on a second.
My God, but that's the frustrating part. These guys are just taking space and keeping.
They have 2 years. Yeah,
they have 2. Sorry.
My God, Gallagher after that. Gallagher has 4. Same with Josh Anderson.
That's Bergevin's dealing, Chris. Welcome to Bergevin's gift.
To end this off though, it's talking about we're on the subject kind of the salary cap space here. Did you guys hear about Price being okay with accepting a trade if it'll help the Canadiens clear up some cap space?
Yes, I love it. He should do everything for Montreal. I'm glad he will, and unfortunately, it'll just end. I know it'll make you sad, Sam, but
it would. Unfortunately, it's time. You know what made me sad the most? Saying that when he said that he's ready to play now, except he knows in a couple of weeks or months down the line his knee is he's done. He's gonna have to chop off his leg at that point.
Okay, but also
that's the part that hurts the most. Is that my God, if you think about it, he could play, but he knows his quality of life is gonna be terrible if he does.
Yeah,
it gives you the little glimpse of hope, because he was never able to play last year. Now all of a sudden he's good to play, but shouldn't. So what's gonna happen next year? I don't know.
But
Fucking
doesn't
It'll be a sad day.
but the thing is too is didn't they say
Fucking
that
Kreider.
they're gonna put him on the LTIR and then they'll have the space.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's only so much you can always put on LTIR. There's the whole rule about it. I don't know about it exactly, but it does clear up guaranteed his contract if he gets traded.
And I think you could only put like 16%, to the best of my memory, 16% of like your total salary. So like that's why they had to trade Shea Weber when they did. They couldn't. It was too much to have both Weber and Price on LTIR.
Exactly.
So
Well, whatever, because they were saying that the best thing was to wait. That Hughes is gonna wait until the season starts to put.
Yeah, exactly. He could. That means they have enough. Well, again, does it mean that they have enough cap room, just enough to start the season without putting anyone on LTIR? Possibly. Does that mean because there's a trade coming? It's rare you see a trade in preseason, but again, you never know. But yes, he did say that. He said that Hughes Price will not have to go. Could go. He'll be part of the regular roster at the start of the season before being put on LTIR.
Yeah, because he's got to go through the whole
shebang and all that. Yeah,
the whole shebang with the NHL to actually show that he can't play.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, boys. Well, I think we pretty much summed up our expectations of certain players, certain line combos. Look, it's still preseason. There's still another 4 games to see. Again, the Canadiens winning 4-3 against the Senators. Pretty good. And as long as, again, I think as we all agree that as long as we see progression in the key players that are going to be part of this future, I think that's what we want as a fan base. But listen, it's season 4, like Anthony said. I'm excited to get this season going. I'm excited to, grow as a podcast, continue to grow our name and continue to get more followers and subscribers on YouTube, which you should do. It is free.
I want to start something. We did this last season at the end, and I want to continue it. So if you made it to this end of this episode and you actually got to this point, I need you to I lost my train of thought. Instagram us, private message us the magic word Gallagher sucks, quotation. If you made it this far,
the goal is to gain followers, not lose them.
No, sorry, I didn't mean it that way. But
I like that though.
I put quote unquote because I don't agree with that statement, but it's for Joey, right? So it's a win-win. I just want to know if you got to this point. If you got to this point, message us, put the magic word Gallagher. No Gallagher sucks, Gallagher. So message us, Gallagher, if you got it to this point. And question for you all. We watched the home opener. Not the home opener, season opener, October 11th.
I'm actually missing it.
I'm working.
Me?
Wait, season opener or home opener?
Season opener.
The 11th. I'm at. Yeah, I can't.
Where am I? I have to check my work schedule here.
Check it because maybe we can invite some fans to watch it with us.
I would actually.
If you guys can, I mean that would be nice. I cannot.
Where the hell?
I'm actually missing the game itself.
You're fired.
I'm mad with you.
Yeah,
I can't follow it on my phone.
I'm not working October 11th. So
for our non-Italian fan base, I mean, this is usually a tradition in Italian homes. Probably people don't know. My grandmother recently passed away, and with everybody not being in the country and obviously availability, the church she always wanted her mass in. The date is October 11th. So it's like an hour and a half, and it's literally during when the Habs play. So I will follow it on my phone until maybe like mid through period.
Okay, fine. You got a good reason, Joe.
You got a good reason. You're not fired anymore.
We'll figure something out. But yeah, that's always a good idea. We'll pick a spot and we'll enjoy that. All right, that's it, boys.
That's all. Like and subscribe, YouTube.
Yes,
like as well.
It is free. That's the important part. Anyways, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Threads, I think, the TikTok, I believe. as well. You can hear all our episodes on any podcast platform like Apple Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Please like and subscribe us on YouTube. It'll be the only way to show us not the only way to show us the love, but one of the best ways to show us the love. Boys, I love you. And again, go Habs go. New season starting, season 4. This is going to be awesome. It's going to be fun like always. And looking forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Until then, everyone.
Bye now.
Bye now.
Good night.